Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and Florida Racing in F1. We're back and we are going to be racing at the Belgian Grand Prix. So it looks like it should be a pretty good day. Starting out on the pole, that's going to be very helpful. So we're going to see how that all works out. So let's go ahead and head out to the track and start working on our strategy and stuff. Let's go.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula One World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now surely off, with the title already in the bag.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. The Rainmaster lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Mick Schumacher, and Gasly, Kvyat, Norris, Albon, and Charles Leclerc. Ricciardo, Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Sergio Perez and Matsushita, Stroll, Russell, Nicholas Latifi, and Kevin Magnussen, Ocon, Correa, Giovinazzi, and Nick de Vries. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Alright guys, I think we actually got a pretty good strategy right here. Doing the softs is going to get a little swirly around lap 5, but that's where we're going to try and get ourselves pitted so we can get those nice medium tires put on there. Looking at fuel, we're going to be using a lot of fuel, so we're going to go ahead and kind of boost that up just a little bit. We're going to have some extra weight. We're also going to be burning quite a lot of that, especially on the straights. We'll bring it down just a tad. There we go. But yeah, we're going to be burning quite a bit with 3 and then also running standard in almost the rest of the track. So we're going to see how that works, but that's basically our plan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go racing. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go. Alright, starting off on standard to begin here. There we go. We use a little bit of our ERS, just get away from the field here for a second. Nice into the turn, a little bit of tire lockup, not too bad. And we'll go ahead and start using that 3 here as we try to separate ourselves from the field. Get us a little bit of breathing space here so that we can properly into the turns and stuff as well. So just using that, Max Verstappen chasing us down here already. Switch over to standard and hit the brakes. So right through here, this is one of my worst zones, usually hitting too much throttle and end up in the dirt. So that's what I remember from the last time I raced here. So we gotta make sure we watch out for that. Nice and easy through here, not too much throttle and on the brake until we get the car straightened to where I like it. Then we can hit 3 and start rocketing down this section of the track. A little bit of brake before we enter the turn. And there we go, and that's what we got to keep doing throughout. So using a lot of 3 and standard on this track to keep the car in the front. Cars felt really good, feels nice and limble. Nimble? Nimble, there we go. I guess it could be limble too, but I'm pretty sure I'm looking for nimble as my word. But yeah, car feels really good. The biggest thing that I'm going to have to watch out for is, especially on these soft tires, once we get to the end of the run where they're going to be kind of worn out, go ahead and off throttle theirs through the turn. And we have got ourselves a pretty good lead right now. Kind of missed my braking zone through there, but didn't want to hit the throttle because that would mess us up. Nice and easy. Back to 3 as we accelerate away from these guys. And there we go. Fastest lap right there to begin the day. Very, very nice. Nice and easy through here. Don't want to hit the throttle too soon through that because the tires become unsettled. Already got somebody in the pits. That's interesting. Looks like a Ferrari. Not sure what all that is about, but yeah, that looks pretty interesting. So we got plenty of fuel that we can run here, and the car feels really, really good. As I said, as soon as we reach like right about down here, we switch to standard just so we're not hitting too much throttle through this zone and end up spinning out into the dirt, because that's not what we want to do. This is a very fun track, just with the F1 car, not used to it a whole lot, so just it's very, very awkward for me to some extent. Usually race an offended car on this particular track in my spare time, so enjoy that, but don't usually do a whole lot with the F1 cars. So go ahead and hit Rich here as we come on down. Gonna go switch back to standard through here. Just remember my throttle switching zones. Juan Manuel Carrera is out of the session, so multiple people already had trouble so far in the race. We had one red dot. I'm pretty sure that would be a Ferrari. So they had issues and ended up pulling on to pit road. So that was interesting. And then Juan Manuel Carrera already out of the race. A lot of grid penalties as well, so I'm going to guess that a lot of people switched some of their components before the race. Nice and easy into this zone. Braking a little bit too soon, but that's fine. Nice and easy through here. And back to throttle. Use some of our ERS through here. Another fastest lap. Knocked off 3 seconds. Very sweet. Back to the throttle. Want to be very, very easy on that. Very, very easy through there, because you hit that just wrong and you're going to go spinning when you hit the throttle. Ooh, got a little car wanted to go a different direction up there. Had to fix that. So we're using a little bit of ERS here just to get some extra speed. Go ahead and switch to standard. Definitely a little bit more like Monza, but a little bit more it has more intricacies than Monza does. Monza is a lot more straightforward, but this track's very similar in just how fast it is, so just being careful. Yep, so the energy store, we're going to have to end up switching that later on. Probably after this race is when we'll end up switching it back to one of our older cells, because it is really starting to wear. It's at about 60% wear now, so we're going to have to watch that. Going to switch back to standard through here. Nice and easy. Currently we are doing a really good job. Tires feel good, car feels good, so I like that. But as I said, there's a few more intricacies throughout this track than there are at like Monza, so it is a little bit more difficult. Go ahead and use a little bit of overtake just so we're not storing up stuff on the engine. Switch to standard through here. Don't cut the corners. That's the other thing, is through here. Don't cut the corners. Nice and easy. Back to 3, back to overtake. Another fastest lap from us. And a little bit overshoot there. Get back on track. Using our ERS here. So we will be coming to get our hard tires. A little bit off track there. Get back on. Yep, not as much grip in these soft tires as there was earlier on, so we've got to watch out for that. Go ahead and start reducing speed here to some extent. So run fast. Run as much as we can here. We'll see how the tires feel at that pit window. We might end up having to maybe go another lap. We'll see how that plays out. Currently with the lead, I'm not having to deal with traffic, so that's a huge benefit right now. Go ahead and switch over to Rich. Honestly, it looks like we could have gone with a lot less fuel, so that's one thing to consider for next year. Yeah, the tires just don't have as much grip as they did. So switching to the mediums will also be tricky. We got to make sure we warm those tires up and get them to optimal temps before we really go at it. So we'll want to run standard probably for an entire lap once we do switch. So that's one thing to consider. Go ahead and switch to 3 through here. Gonna turn off ERS right there just so they're not using it through this turn. Alrighty, and we can turn it back on. Switch to standard. There we go, a little bit better on the braking zone through here. So we switched to standard through this zone because when you hit the throttle right here to get back to fuel mix 3, it really does put down a lot of power. And so I'm just not wanting to spin the tires, especially since I know that they're getting worn out here some. I'm going to check on those for just a second. Yeah, they're getting kind of worn. Go ahead and get back to my main menu. There we go. Turn off overtake through here. There we go. So we're doing pretty good here. Turn off overtake. There we go. Very, very nice. Nice and easy through here. Tires are feeling pretty good. I've kind of learned the track already. Haven't had to really follow anyone, so that's kind of nice. But just kind of be nice and easy. Feel how the car's working here. I just reduce and run standard for an extra lap just to get one more lap out of these tires so we have the best possible wear on the mediums. So end up switching that strategy potentially, so we'll see how that works. I think I like that strategy, honestly. Run an extra lap here. Tires feel pretty good. We're running standard right now. Just being nice and easy with the car. Not using a whole lot of power, as we have a very comfortable lead. I don't see any reason to pit at the moment. Everyone else is going to end up pitting here pretty soon. I think we can run a whole nother lap on this. It looks like the pit crew thought the same thing. They're not telling me to come in. See right here? Yeah, so fastest lap. I just ran another fastest lap on standard. A little bit loose right there. Get back to it. We'll run 3 through here. Ooh, a little bit loose there. So yeah, just paying attention to what the tires are telling me here. That'll kind of determine things. I think we might be able to run a little bit longer than I thought, just to get an extra lap of really good use out of the mediums. But I don't know, we've got a pretty good gap here. A little bit of mess up on my braking zone, that's fine. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Yep, just kind of slow it down, be nice and easy. I think we're going to go ahead and pit just so that I have the mediums and we can goo. Because I think it'll take me a while to warm those up, so we'll take it nice and easy there. We'll hit 3 on the back stretch here and try to get a little bit more gap. But the car's doing really, really good. I like it. Also, it just... not sure what he just said, but it sounded good. So we'll go ahead and try to get as much gap here as we can. That way also we don't... we'll have a little bit more space in case they end up bringing in a little shoe on top of us. Don't want to double stack too much. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. And almost missed pit road. That is one tight pit road. Alright, so we are going to the mediums here. Few people staying out here, so we'll see how that all transpires. We'll be running standard off on these mediums here. They just put hards. They just switched me to hards. Good night. Okay, well now I gotta get used to the hards here, so nice and easy. I was I'm not sure what on earth they were thinking there, but I'm not happy about it right now. I wanted mediums. Pretty sure I wanted mediums. I was fine with running mediums. Anyways, we'll see what we end up doing here. They must have switched my strategy. I don't need that screen. I need that screen right there. Alrighty, we're gonna try and run easy here. No mistakes here, that's the main thing we gotta do. Like that right there, that we didn't need to do. Kinda helped warm up the tires, but not the way I wanted to. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. These tires should be warmed up before the backstretch. We're gonna find out here in just a second. These guys have to come in for their tires and they might wait an extra lap, so we'll see what they do. And we gotta be easy around them as well. Go ahead and back off here. Yep, they're coming in, I think. Nice and easy on the brand new tires. Goo goo goo. Brake early. Nice on the throttle, and let's go. Back in the lead where we want to be. I don't know why they switched us to hards. I'm not overly happy about it, but seems like it might end up working. We got a lot of speed. Go ahead and switch me back down to standard. And we'll see what signs stayed out so far. That's interesting. We got Verstappen on the hards. I'm going to guess that they put Little Shoe on mediums, so we'll see if he can make up any ground. We got a really good gap. Obviously, we got Signs behind us. He's on the softs right now, but he's still got to make a pit stop. So, don't touch the wall, don't touch the wall, don't touch the wall. And we missed Signs. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Alright, we're evenly matched here with Verstappen. So we caught the car, hallelujah. We did not hit the wall. Woo! Take a minute here. Take a minute, take a minute, take a minute. Alright. Use a little bit of ERS here. I'm not using Rich right now. Just nice and easy. Get back to Verstappen here. Did not like that at all. Alrighty, good, good, good. We are in. Luckily, we got to the back of him so we can use our DRS. So that's nice. Alright, using DRS and mix fuel 3. Go underneath him here. And we are good to roam about the country. Hopefully. Nope. That's why I didn't want to do hards. That's why I didn't want to do hards. Oh. So this is why I wanted mediums, because I knew that these tires, especially in these conditions, with this much speed, they just don't have the grip. And you just saw right there, you can see it right here. Ended up just bottoming out. Car goes around, able to keep it off the wall, and just was trying to hit the brake, went into reverse, and that's how we ended it right there. And that's a hard hit too. Not a whole lot I could have done there to keep it off of that. Unfortunately, not much at all. So, That was one of the best races I've ever had at that place, but pit crew made, I don't know what the call was, switched me from hards, switched me from mediums to hards, so that's on them. And of course this guy wins again.
There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. A difficult race then on one of the all-time classic circuits, but they've persevered to take the win here today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff about. His ability to follow race strategies throughout with pinpoint precision has to be commended.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long and hard-fought season, they've built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So really excited for Little Shoe. He's able to get another podium. Great job for him. But that's our spot right there. That's where we should have been. That's where we were going to be. So you see right here, so Red Bull, apparently for Max Verstappen, they decided to do the same strategy that my team pulled. And that was to put on the hard tires, and apparently he ended up having some trouble there as well. Had to make another stop to switch tires, and ends up finishing 13th. Still wins the championship, Drivers' Championship, but still. Just, yeah, that's disappointing for him as well, because he was leading, so he was going to have a really good job. I bet we had I bet he ended up pitting under a under a caution, is what happened there. So, yeah, that's, man, that was a good run too. The car felt good, but the stupid team decided to put hard tires on. And it's like, no, we were supposed to have mediums. And I even looked at the thing and it said mediums before we pitted. So I don't know why on earth they put hard tires on this thing. But with the high speeds, that's one reason why I didn't want to do that really. Was because with the high speeds and running all out, those things just do not grip this track well. And they don't grip Monza well either. So it's just, Okay, I'm going to have to fire a lot of people in the pit crew, that's for sure. But, yeah, that's a hard one, that's for sure. So, alright guys, we'll see you back at HQ here. Alright guys, back at the shop here. So we got ourselves the additional winglets. Those are coming in. We got weight training going on for Little Shoe. Great day for him, obviously. Let's see what we can do in the R&D section here. We got all that going on. We can get our maximum DRS slot. That could be done as well. Going over here. Let's see. Energy recovery system. Cylinder head. Get us a little bit more power. Let's see. What else are we having that's running out? Gearbox. MJKU. Oh, MJUK. Whatever. The MJUH. So all of those we could do, but honestly I'm going to want just a tad bit more power, I think. So we're going to go ahead and do a little cylinder head work. We could try and rush it, I wouldn't mind that for the next race, but it's going to be the same result, so we'll just put that on regular, and we should have a new upgrade ready for us come the next race, which of course is the Italian Grand Prix.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. we'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
So looking right here at the point stands, we got 65. Really, really good. Honestly, we should be doing a lot better points-wise with especially that last race. So that's a bummer once again. But yeah, we're going to Monza, our home track basically for how good we do. Looking back at the schedule here just to remind myself what we're doing. Here we go. There we go. We got Italy, Japan. That's going to be a wild card for us. But then, of course, finishing out the season at USA for the end of the season. Red Bull's already got the championship wrapped up all the way, so no worry about trying to get them. But, yeah. It's a bummer. A really, really big bummer, that's for sure. So, did good, that's for sure. But, yeah. That's a bummer. Alrighty guys, so thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next time. If you like Florida racing, make sure to check out the merch store for Florida racing merchandise. And we will see you guys here next time on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And next up, we go to the favorite track of mine, Monza. Can we go back to back to back to back? I hope so. So we'll see you guys here next time. Bye-bye.